Well, I got into it because of my children, actually, because when we were living in California and our 3 children were in parent cooperative nursery schools. And in those days, mothers didn't work. They were full-time mothers. But they were in co-ops, and in a co-op nursery school, a mother had to be an assistant teacher 1 day a week and had to go to a night class on parenting and teaching as well. And they were fascinating. They were interesting. Now, there was a different sort of philosophical zeitgeist at that time that was still very heavily influenced by Erickson and Carl Rogers and that sort of thing. But still, I found it fascinating. And I had not studied child psychology or development. I'd studied languages and literature and political science, but not anything to do with children. But it was after going through this with my own children, and they were interesting and lots to learn from them, with them. And after they finished, after my youngest went on to kindergarten, I then became a nursery school teacher, because in those days there were no certificates or requirements. I didn't even have my bachelor's degree. I didn't have a career goal when I was a young married mother. It never occurred to me I'd have a career. Maybe someday my kids would be teenagers and I could get a job at a nearby place as a secretary or something just to keep myself amused, but that was all. It was amazing what happened. And in fact, it was amazing how I got to go to college. I think I've told you that story, haven't I? But anyway, with the kids, so I started teaching in the nursery school, and I began to realize I didn't really know enough. Because they weren't my kids, they were very interesting kids. And I signed up for a child development class at a nearby community college. And the teacher of that class, who was actually adjunct at the community college, but she was a full-time professor at San Francisco State College, or university now, she said to me after a couple of weeks, "Why don't you finish your bachelor's degree?" And I said to her, "What for?" And she said, "You never know." So I went back to San Francisco State, where I'd done some work, and asked the professor, "What do I need to finish my bachelor's?" And I remember he looked at my transcripts and he said, "My God, what'd you take all those courses for?" He said, "You could do your degree in French literature or whatever. What'd you take all those courses for? You don't need any more courses except you're missing one in the science," he said. So I took that and finished my bachelor's. And then I kept teaching, and I kept saying, I need some training in nursery teaching methods. I had not had that. And the closest lab school to where we lived at the time was at Stanford. And I went down there and talked to the director of the lab school, and she said, "Well, I can't help you. You're over 30. Imagine that. The lab school was in the psychology department, and they wouldn't take anybody over 30. And I mentioned that to the teacher who had got me back to doing my bachelor's degree, and I mentioned that to her on the phone, and she said, "I know somebody at Stanford in the School of Education. I'll call and make an appointment for you." And long story, I went there, and I told her, "Look, I'm finishing my bachelor's degree with this one science course, and I'm teaching nursery school, and all I want is one class in nursery teaching methods. This is the only one close to where I live." And she got on the phone, called another professor who was really in early childhood, and nursery education we called it then, made an appointment. I went back to see that professor, and she said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Look, all I want is one class in nursery teaching methods." And we talked for 2 hours. And at the end of the conversation, she said, "Well, we don't have a master's program. You'll have to do the PhD. I'll get you a fellowship, and you can start in the spring quarter." And that's what happened. I didn't plan it. It just happened. And as soon as I started, she said, "You're too old to go to school. Hurry up and finish." And I finished in 3 years. And then got this invitation to the University of Illinois. And I remember saying to my husband, who was a civil engineer, got a call from this University of Illinois about an opening in early childhood in my field, and he said to me, "Look, Illinois has the best school of engineering in the world. If you take that job, I can go back to school and do another degree in engineering." It's amazing, really. I try to get them to think about the distinction between things that are exciting, like holidays and birthday parties and so on, which have a place. But education is being absorbed in something over an extended period of time. Excitement, by definition, is a short sort of span of the reaction system, breathing and so forth, goes up high, but it can't last by definition. And not only that, but I first became aware of this when I'd been at a conference somewhere where the speaker was very exciting and very inspiring on a Saturday, but by Monday I felt depressed. And so it has that kind of property to it, that excitement, everything goes up. You can even see this in babies. The breathing rate, the heart rate, pulse rate goes up. But when it comes down, it doesn't go back to normal, it goes below normal, and you can develop an addiction. In order to get back up again, you need something more exciting and more exciting. And by the way, what was exciting the first time might not be the third time. So you have to really avoid that, except for special events like holidays and so on. On the contrary, what you really want, and the good distinction is between excitement and interest. Interest means losing yourself in something outside of yourself, getting absorbed enough to stay with it, even when it's not really going right and I can't figure this out and help me with that. We've seen that, even in young children. And if you look at babies even, when you put something in the environment that interests them, or that is sort of engaging, like if you have a week-old baby and you hold the baby in your hand like this, and you're a granny like me, and you start making funny noises, everything in the baby slows down. Breathing rate, heart rate, pulse rate, except information processing, and that's the early manifestation of interest. Now, by the way, if you don't change your noises or faces, the baby turns away, provoking you to change your behavior. And that is now seen as a very important part of adult-child interaction. That is the importance of this kind of sequence in which each participant responds to the other in a sequence. It's called continuous contingent interaction. And really the best example of that is a conversation in which each person says something and the other person reacts, not necessarily with words. It might be like that, or it might be yeah, or something like that. But then the next participant reacts to that contingently, and so on. And you get a sequence of interactions in which each participant's behavior is contingent on the preceding one. And what the evidence suggests is that early on, the development of the neurological connections between the midbrain, which is where basic emotions are, and the frontal cortex, where thoughtfulness, planning, anticipation, and all those kinds of mental processes go on. The connection between these two parts of the brain, the connections are strengthened and developed by experience of continuous contingent interaction. Now, the issue for us in the preschool is you can't just interact, you have to have something to interact about. And that's one of the things that worries me, is that, if the kids are just cutting and pasting silly pictures, what do you interact about? Use more paste or something, it's not engaging. So education, though, part of it is educating children's attention, alerting them to things around them worth looking at more closely or asking questions about, and so on. And that is quite different from excitement. And excitement is short-lived, nice, high reactivity, but it doesn't last. And there's a place for it. That's what holidays are for, but not education. Education is lowering your overall response rate and getting absorbed and involved over an extended period of time. Excuse me. One of the things that impressed me on my early visits to Reggio Emilia, and most people in our field are familiar with those wonderful schools in northern Italy, is that kids come running to school and they're full of vitality and energy, but when they get into the environment, everything slows down. because the environment is natural, the natural light. They don't have primary colors. I was in a kindergarten in a suburb of Chicago a couple of months ago. The walls were absolutely smothered with, first of all, there were 4 different displays of the alphabet. 4. One of which had animals crawling in and out of each letter. By the way, too high up for any child to see. But the kids were pasted all over. Now, we all know the law of optimal effects. Almost everything that's good for you is only good for you in the right proportion. And that includes excitement, it includes attention, it includes giving help. You can get too much help and too little and so on. This whole idea of things being optimal is really basic. What I see in a lot of classrooms is not optimal decor, but maximal, excessive decoration. Where was I recently? In Florida, where I saw a rug where the kids came to sit at group time, but it was in bright primary colors, and each square had a different animal smiling in it, you know. Not good for children. Not at all good for them. Well, I, for one, would rather not be child-centered, but child-sensitive. And that, I think that's a useful distinction. Child-centered kind of means you set up the environment with lots of wonderful things for the kids to do. It's not harmful, I don't think. And they just go at it. That's child-centered, and they just play and they have a lovely time. But child-sensitive is more like the adult being alert to opportunities to extend a child's thinking or engage a child in following up on some event or some phenomenon. I remember some years ago when one of my grandsons was 4 years old, and he and I found in the backyard a beautiful, big, fat, hairy caterpillar. Well, we watched it and we chatted about it, and then we got a big leaf and we picked it up, got a big jar and put it in the jar and gave it stuff to eat and talked about it a lot. And the funny part of that story is the next morning he was 4, he and I went running to see how it was doing, and it was curled up and absolutely still. And his brother, who was 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half at the time, was right behind us, and he looked and he said, "It's dead." And Charlie said, "It just needs new batteries." And if I'd been his teacher, I would have probably said something like this: "Have you ever seen batteries that small?" Or I might have said, "Where would you put the batteries?" Or I might have said, "Do you have batteries in you?" But as he was my grandson, I just kissed him and that was it. But I mean, but being child sensitive would have been picking up on his concern about why this happens and so on and so forth. Very important distinction in my view. I have talked a lot about the importance, I think, of making a distinction between the academic and the intellectual elements of the curriculum. And let me back up a little bit. Most people think that you either have child-centered play or academic. But what I'm trying to say in this view is those are not the only 2 options. There's another option, and that's the intellectual. And that's engaging children's minds in investigating things around them, finding out things, asking questions, interviewing people, and so on. There are lots of good examples. That, I think, in the preschool period particularly, but even up through the early primary years, is much more valuable than doing earlier and earlier what you shouldn't do later, which is heavy academic exercises. I mean, it's a complicated issue, but let me suggest a couple of things. One is, if you start preschoolers on academic tasks and academic exercises, they will do better on the test, because that's what it is. It's training for the test. But that's only at the end of preschool. But the research indicates when you follow these children up later, 6th grade, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, they don't do better than children who were in preschools where they had opportunity for expression, for initiative, like high scope or creative curriculum, or the work we are doing, the project approach. Those children don't do better on the test at the end of preschool because they haven't been trained on the test. But when you follow them up, they are better than the children who had early, what I call premature academic instruction. And let me add something here. The evidence already suggests that the damage that's caused by premature academic instruction is more severe for boys than for girls. Why? And I've argued this with a couple of the people who've done the research. And I've been told by the researchers that it's because the rate at which the brain develops is different, that boys' brains develop a little bit later. By 8 years old, they're together, girls and boys at the same level. But I challenge that interpretation. In my view, the damage that's done to boys is because in most cultures, boys are taught, or expected, I should say, to be assertive and active, to take responsibility, to take action. And in most cultures, girls learn how to put up with nonsense better. And I think that explains the difference. And that's one of the reasons why when you watch children involved in what we call projects where they're investigating something, the boys really get into it. And by the way, in the process of it, ask the teacher, how do I write this? What does this say? Show me a book where I can see and how to do it, this sort of thing. So that, in other words, the engagement of their intellects provokes them to ask for help with academic skills. So in other words, the academic skills are in the service of their intellects. And that's the way it should be, in my view. And when I first came into the field, and it was about children being able to be separated from their mother and to line up when it's time to line up and sit down when it's time to sit down. It was all kind of socially related. Are they able to function in a group with lots of other children? It wasn't about whether they were ready to do academic work. Now, I don't know exactly. Certainly it is important if children are going to kindergarten for them to be able to cope with being in a group of other children and follow some routines. But when my children started school, and this was a long time ago, they didn't start teaching reading until first grade. They learned to read, they're readers, but now it's pushing down. Especially, I think this is especially a problem in English because it's such a difficult language to read. And I remember some years ago, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, I was working with my colleagues in Sweden, and they had just changed the law there to start, so that children start school at age 6 now instead of 7. And I asked my colleagues, is that because you want to start children learning to read earlier? And she said, we don't teach reading in Sweden, we only teach writing. And I happened to go from there to Reggio Emilia in Italy, and I said, hey, you've heard about the new law in Sweden. In Italy, when do you start teaching reading? And she said, we don't teach reading, we teach writing. Now, to what extent this is related to the language, English language is a difficult one. Some other languages are very easy to read. I learned to read Russian in about 20 minutes because it has a sort of 98% correspondence between grapheme and between the graphic and the phonemic. But English is very difficult. I remember when my youngest son was in, was it kindergarten or first grade? And he's a musician, so he does everything by ear. And he wrote the word Knowlij. You know what that said? Knowledge. And I said, but Steve, this is the way you have to write it. What do you need a K for? What do you need a D for? What do you need the E for? And he was right. But if he had been started earlier, he would have given up, I think. And they didn't start teaching reading until first grade in those days, So there are lots of considerations. I would strongly recommend that you engage children's minds in real ways, and then in that process suggest ways to write and to count and so forth. My favorite example, you may have seen this, I had a student here on campus when I was teaching some years ago, taught in a small town. I can't remember where it was, but about 25 miles from here, very small town. And she had to do a project because it was part of the class, and she had to pick a topic and so on. And I would not have thought of this, but she did. She asked the children, when you go home, a small town, ask your moms and dads and grannies and neighbors to look around in the attic or in the basement and see if they can find any old bolts that they could give to you to bring to the class, because we're going to study them. And they collected, I think, something like 25 different kinds. There was a beach ball and a basketball and a football and a soccer ball and ping pong and a golf ball and a tennis ball, and on it went. It was amazing. And one child brought a world globe. Well, she said, well, wait a minute. Is this a ball? And they said, yeah. And she said, well, why? Because it's round. And she had a paper plate on her desk, and she lifted it up. That's round, right? Yeah. Is it a ball? No. Why not? Doesn't bounce. Well, evidently a bowling ball doesn't bounce. So because she engaged the children this way, she had to teach them the concept of sphere. And they just loved spitting the words sphere and spherical at each other. And they also learned the word circumference. And then the children divided up into small groups. And she, organized it with them in discussion about what they wanted to do. One group used string and measured the circumference of each one, including a marble, which wasn't easy. But they wouldn't give up. They weren't excited. They were absorbed and interested. And so they got all these strings and they suspended them on a rod so you could see the beach ball was the biggest thing, and so on and so forth. Then they made predictions about which ones would bounce the highest. And they got the predictions all wrong because some of them didn't bounce. But then they put on the bookcase, they had a bookcase in the class, they put a tape measure. The teacher helped them to tape it on. And one child would hold the ball on the top, and two of the others would be right next to it waiting to catch where it bounced. And they asked the teacher, what does this say? And she taught them the whole idea of a yard, an inch, a foot, in context. Then another group, they predicted which would be the heaviest. Well, of course, they predicted by size, and weighed them. And they said, how do we write this? And then another group took a hollow block, a big wooden hollow block, sort of like this, about this big, and a plank, like that, and predicted how far each one would roll, depending on whether it was on the carpet, or outside on the gravel, or in the grass. And I'm just telling you the beginning. But the minds are engaged, and the wish to write, how do we write this, show me how to write this word, and so on, all came through. There is a place for academics. I wouldn't put them in the preschool. Maybe in kindergarten you might say to the kids, look, for the next 15 minutes we're going to talk about, I don't know, the alphabet or how sounds or something. It may not be interesting, but it's very important, and do it. By the way, one of my major concerns about the field of early childhood, in this country particularly, I have not seen this elsewhere, is the amount of phony talk. I was with a teacher, we were chatting, and there were two little boys at a table behind us. They were making a book, to use the term very, very loosely. They'd cut out pictures from the Sunday advertising section of the newspaper. They're making a book about, I don't remember what it was, some idiotic thing. And one boy grabbed the stapler from the other boy. And the boy who'd lost the stapler yelled out, "Don't take it, I'm using it." And the teacher turned around, they were right behind us, and said to the two boys, "We don't do that in this school." And I said to her, "We just did." Why talk phony like that? I saw this with a teacher sitting near the sandbox in a preschool class. And one boy put the shovel in the sand and tossed it up like that. And it was very annoying. And what did the teacher say? We don't do that in this school. Well, we just did it. Why not say, I don't want you to do it, it's annoying? Or something like that. Another one I hear a lot is, you need to turn around. The child doesn't need to turn around. The teacher wants the child. It's perfectly legitimate to say, I want you to turn around. Or, you need to sit still, like heck. Say, I want you to sit still. I know you're in a hurry and you want to do so, but for the moment, I want you to sit still. Or please, I see in other countries teachers say to children, please sit still. They don't necessarily like it, but it doesn't have to be so phony. Why is there so much phony talk? But why not speak to children directly and say, honestly, what behavior you want and what behavior you don't want, and then get on with it. If you say to a child, and it's appropriate sometimes, please turn around, that's fine. But then change the subject. But you got to have something to talk about. That's interesting. That's relevant. That's appropriate. That will take the child on to the next activity. And I worry that we don't have enough intellectual content in our programs so that it just doesn't go on that way. One of my definitions of teaching is helping people to understand what they already know differently. So it's not giving them techniques. I think technique things are dangerous because you may miss the cues and so on, but that's another story. But sharing insight, that's what you do if you're a mentor, and or a teacher. Yes, a teacher too. That's different from instruction. Instruction would be showing me how to use a computer or some other gadget. I don't know it, you do, and you're giving me the instructions. Whereas teaching is sort of about construction or constructing your understanding of something, and it requires interaction, in my view, a lot, but especially in this kind of things we're talking about. Unless a child achieves at least a minimal level of social competence by about the age of 6, the child's in trouble. For the rest, more or less, but it's very difficult to do it later. If you are working with children 6 and under, you can help them a lot, right there. But if you wait till they're 12 or 15, it'll be too late. You need the mental health agency of the whole state, But there are things. We know a lot about how to help children now with social difficulties. One of the really important elements of social competence is anticipating how others will think, react, or feel. And teachers have a big role in that. You could say, for instance, you're planning some event, but there are 2 kids who are absent today, and you could say, well, wait a minute, if so-and-so and so-and-so would be here today, what do you think they would like to do? Would they like to work with you or over there? It doesn't matter whether the children are right or not. It matters that you provoke this kind of thing. Another example I've often given, the powerful role of adults, but parents in children's social development. The children are helping get table ready for dinner or something like that, or playing maybe, and dad comes home, or it could be mother, and says to the partner, by the way, I want to tell you I've invited my office mate to have dinner with us on Sunday or something. And the other partner, the mother or father, says, oh, that's okay, that'll be fine. And then the father or mother says, yeah, but he's going to bring his girlfriend, and you know about her. When she's here, just be sure you don't mention whatever, Republicans or something. Doesn't matter what. The point I'm making is children then are exposed to a model of challenging each other to anticipate someone else's feeling. Or Granny is going to be here. When she's here, you know, she's very sensitive about this, or she gets upset if you mention that. Those are important parts of social behavior. So the Sesame incident that I got involved in, the idea was that Big Bird and Elmo would go out to the park to play hide and seek. And you would see them walking along, and then suddenly Elmo would stop and say into the camera, you know, the best place to hide in this park is over there, so that's where I'll go. And you see him going that way, and then suddenly he stops, and he says to the camera, yeah, but Big Bird knows that, so I won't go there, I'll go somewhere else. And you would see him going in a different direction, and he suddenly stops and says, yeah, but Big Bird knows that I know that he knows that. So that sort of, again, reasoning about how someone else will think about something or predict things, very important part of all social interaction. And I think it's a good idea to keep in mind, I think Barbara Bowman said this, learning is experience dependent. I think that's a useful idea. And that's true. And we, I think, underestimate how early babies and children are learning, very early, and from their experience. And it's interesting, I mentioned earlier this importance of this continuous contingent interaction. Now we're getting all these data about how it's been known for a very long time that babies who have extended experience in orphanages have difficulties socially but also intellectually because they haven't had extended continuous interaction. And now we are seeing that the new study just came out, I haven't finished reading it yet, one of the journals, of Russia and I think Bulgaria, orphanage, children who were in orphanages but who were adopted in England. This is an English study. And even the size of the brain is smaller. Even when their brain when they're 15 is much larger than it was when they were babies, but it's not up to normal size. And a lot of it can be interpreted in terms of the insufficiency of continuous interaction with adults. They may be fed and they may be bathed and dressed, but that's not enough. And I would say that's a good thing for parents to be aware of, that they can help their children a lot by probing their thinking, saying, hey, what do you think? I remember doing this with my kids. Sometimes they would sit quietly and I'd say, what are you thinking? And I remember once one of my kids probably thought it was a bit much and I should mind my own business. So he said, I'm looking at the corner of the ceiling and I'm thinking nobody's ever looked at that before. So that kind of told me. But, and the other thing that parents can do a lot of is when you're taking them somewhere, say, hey, did you see the sign over there? It says stop or wait till. There are lots of signs around children that they do pick up. Sale signs for sale and exit signs and warning signs and fire hydrants and things like that, that they can start with that and encourage the children to ask, if you see anything you want me to tell you about, let me know. That's another good thing and they will usually say, well, what's that for? Why is that there? And there are times, and that can get overwhelming, but it's a good way to help the children. The other thing that I learned also from a teacher who was doing some really interesting projects with the children, that she asked the parents to take time, maybe once a week, to say to the child, tell me, I know you're studying whatever it is, the supermarket maybe, tell me what you found out this week about it. And the parents got very interested in the children's work And then the children started coming home. Guess what we found out today? That's a good way to do it too. I recently heard the term schoolification at a conference. I was in England, and it was used by a professor giving a report from Germany, actually. And it's a fairly new term, but it's come up in Europe because the schoolification, or what we call pushdown, is fairly recent compared to ours. And they're starting children earlier and earlier, and what they shouldn't do later too. But there's a great deal of concern about it. What is really important for us, and I've already mentioned this, is to understand the difference between short-term effects and long-term effects. The short-term effects of this early schoolification might look good, but in the long term, it isn't. And I think we need more data on that, but we've already got some that I think is pretty convincing, that earlier isn't necessarily better. By the way, it might be for some children and not others. And we all know that there are individual differences. Why should all the children learn exactly the same thing, the same day, at the same time? Because it isn't like that. The range is quite different. Some children would learn to read so easily if you started them at 6. But there are some who do it quite well earlier. So that means the teachers have to be observant, and I really strongly believe that until about the age of 6, maybe even 8, children should be in mixed age groups. They are in a lot of countries, partly because they don't have enough kids to make a whole class. You know, this is why they developed it in Scandinavia, and they still do it, because they, in so many villages up and down the area, they only have maybe 5, 6-year-olds and 7, 8-year-olds and so on. So that's what they've done. But they know how to do it. You have to know how to do it. You have to know how to encourage the young children. I've seen this where kids ask the teacher for help, and the teacher says, I can't help you right now because I'm working with so-and-so, but ask Jimmy over there, he's good at this, but you have to teach Jimmy how to say to that child, I'll help you as soon as I finish, but I can't right now. There are lots of things to learn about how to do it well, and very, very important, I think. The other thing, I just saw an interesting study, and it was in one of the EdPsych journals, of first graders, children who are confident in their ability. I'm not talking about super confidence. Ask teachers for help when they get stuck. And they'll say, I got this bit, but I need help. I'm not sure I've got that part. And because they get help, their confidence is maintained in a cycle. And the opposite is also true. Children who have low confidence don't ask for help. And because they don't ask for help, their confidence is low, and eventually they give up. They in fact, retreat from the learning environment. Well, you do what I hope. What I do is you explain it, you give examples, and ideally, I think one of the things we should be doing more of is capturing good examples on video so that they can actually see the difference. If you look at some of the videos we've got from Reggio Emilia, you can see the kids, they're absorbed, they're engaged, they're deeply involved in what they're doing. They're not being turned on. But it's part of a general cultural problem that we have, is apparently the need to be turned on every time you turn around. Well, it can't last. And the other big thing is that what turns you on one year won't the next year, so you've got to up the level of excitement, and there's a limit to that. I mean, you just can't keep doing that. Teachers tend to teach the way they remember being taught. So that's one. The other is they don't see enough examples of this kind of really intellectually engaging interaction. A lot of teachers have never seen it in their own experience or anywhere else. And so we need to find good settings where this can be demonstrated well. I think what we should do is what they did in Reggio Emilia. They put all their energy and their capabilities and their gifts and their knowledge to work on that little town. It's a small town. It's smaller than Champaign-Urbana. That's what they did. And the rest of the world can't wait to get in there and see it. And there's a lot. When you see what goes on there, you see the minds are engaged. They have had visitors from 96 countries. That's what we should be doing here in central Illinois. Helping teachers learn how to do this, to teach that way, to work with kids. I'm just working with my colleague on developing a study guide so that children in our part of the country can do careful observational studies of the changes in the trees. And it's like magic around here. 2 weeks ago, where I live, the cranberries, the cranberry trees were absolutely stunning. Now they've lost all their crabapple trees. Sorry, why did I say crab? I knew that's what you're right. The crabapple trees were stunning. And they were they were all around us at Meadowbrook Park and so on, just beautiful. Now they've lost their petals, but there are other things going on. And that's what children could draw and study and make predictions about, and then watch them in September as they change again and so on. Those are some of the things to engage children in studies.